Have you ever gone down a rabbit hole trying to figure out which crypto platforms are actually doing something real versus which ones are just like dressed up really nicely to fake? Because that is literally my entire job at this point. Like that's the thing I do. For a few years now, I've been systematically going through projects, and mining infrastructure has become the specific corner of this space that I keep gravitating toward. Because honestly, I think most people are underestimating just how far that technology has come. So today I figured, okay, enough sitting on it. Let's just show you exactly what I see. And then I want to close out with something I think is genuinely important: how to protect yourself out here. All right, let's get into it. The page is up. I'm clicking launch right here, and there it is. My dashboard is open. So this is essentially the main hub, right? Every control I need, every piece of data I want to track during a session, it all lives right here on this screen. Okay, so first thing I'm doing is selecting a token, and I want to actually draw attention to this. It's built on multi-chain technology, meaning I'm literally sitting here right now looking at 14 different assets I can work with. And like, that's a genuinely meaningful range. It's not just 2 or 3 options thrown in to say they support it. Good, token is picked. Now I'm moving over to the data center power settings. So what I'm doing here is basically dialing in the intensity of the session, how much computing capacity the system is going to commit, how hard it's going to push throughout the run. Okay, settings are where I want them. Going ahead and hitting start now, and okay, yeah, session is running. So the console right here is giving me everything: elapsed time, current resource draw, my session progress, my live log panel right here that I always keep an eye on because it's basically a live window into what the system is actually doing while the session runs. So I'm gonna let this go for a few minutes, and then we'll jump into what the other side of this process looks like. All right, guys, so, okay, a few minutes have passed. Now, let me bring the session to a stop now. Okay, so pop-up just appeared, session is wrapped up, and right here it's showing me the exact breakdown of what was mined during that run. That's what came out. So to actually move these tokens out, first thing I need to do is get my receiving address entered for the same token I had selected at the beginning. Okay, that's in. Next thing is the infrastructure fee, and that's essentially the platform's charge for running the session, and it gets derived from the configuration I had set plus how long the whole thing ran. Straightforward enough. And okay, this is something I appreciate about how this is set up. I'm not stuck using any particular token to cover it. I can just use whatever I've got that feels most practical right now. There's also a wallet connect option sitting right there if I'd rather have it handled automatically in one shot. But I'm going manual just to make every step as visible as possible. Okay, everything is in. Tapping I've sent right here, and now it's processing. Shouldn't take very long at all. So while that clears, this is actually the perfect moment to get into the thing I've been wanting to talk about since the start. And look, before I want to take like 30 seconds to actually explain what cloud mining is, because I realize people are coming into this from really different places. So the concept is pretty stripped down when you break it apart. Instead of buying physical mining rigs, setting them up, running them in your home, paying the electricity bill, dealing with the heat and the noise and all of that, you're basically just accessing computing infrastructure that already exists inside a data center somewhere. You configure session parameters, the system runs everything on their side, and the mined output gets directed to your wallet.
That's the whole thing. No hardware to buy, no setup to figure out, no ongoing maintenance. You're just plugging into an existing operation and pointing the results toward yourself. And because that sounds so accessible, this space has always had a problem with bad actors trying to fake exactly that. Which brings me to the honest part. I've been scammed before. These things are well put together on the surface, and they're not sitting somewhere obscure either. And what makes this such a persistent problem is that this whole industry just never lets up for a second. Something is always launching, something is always trending, and that constant noise creates this low-level pressure where stopping to actually think something through starts to feel like falling behind. So I actually go through the product and use it properly.
I navigate around, I try different things, I see what it feels like from the inside when I'm genuinely interacting with it. If it feels like nobody ever actually sat down and ran a user test before pushing it live, clunky navigation, things that half work, flows that don't follow any intuitive logic, that tells me pretty much everything I need to know about how seriously the people behind it took what they were building. Okay, so last thing before we close out. I want to be clear, because I think it matters. I didn't come into this video having run this platform twice and decided to talk about it. I've been at this for weeks, over 20 sessions, worked through essentially the whole asset list, deliberately tried to find the point where something didn't add up. And genuinely, it never came. Every session ran clean, everything processed the way it was supposed to, results came through consistently every single time. And look, I've tested enough platforms at this point to know that that kind of consistency isn't something you just get by accident.